Okay, I'm back. I wanted to stop the recording and erase that part. I just had to play that song. I couldn't help myself. Hopefully nobody will come after me, but if they do, I'll plead redhead moment. Okay, so here we go. Hi, everybody. It's Monday, May 4th at 11:11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Saving Time, and this is Ella on the Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo Crafts channel. I just want to go over a few things before we get started on our projects today. This is the project that we made on National Scrapbook Day, and unfortunately there was a glitch and my show did not record. We don't know why. Yeah, we do, don't we, ma'am? Got you bouncing? Oh, good. We don't know why it didn't record. We can't figure it out, my honey and I. But this one is recording because it better be. That's all I got to say. May the 4th be with you all. Okay. So anyway, what I'm going to do is Friday at the same time, this time right here, 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific Daylight Saving Time, I'm going to do a 1-hour show where I'm going to show the technique of how we did the texture paste and used the stencil and the Bloom Girl spray. The Bloom spray, not Bloom Girl, sorry. The Bloom spray from Prima. We used the Empress Gold spray. We mixed it with the texture paste and I stenciled it on here. I'm going to do that again on Friday on the Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo Crafts channel channel, Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo Crafts Ustream channel. There you go. Friday, 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. It's only going to be for an hour to go over this technique right here and explain the project, etc. Okay? So if you were able to, if you weren't able to join us on Saturday, I apologize about the show not recording. I don't know what happened, but I will be going over it, just going over the basics on Friday, and I'll be showing this technique here. And I'll also be explaining to you how I got this here by mixing the gesso with the color and bloom spray from Prima. Okay? All right. So one other thing that I want to just let you guys know is I've already thought about some projects for the rest of this month and the next month. And so next week, which is Monday, May the 11th, on my channel, we'll be completing the Teresa Collins Urban Market mini album. So we'll be finishing that. We're going to do the cover and one other page. There'll be some other pages that I will do off camera, and I'll show those to you. But I want to wrap that, excuse me, I want to wrap that project up. It's been not dragging. It's been going on for a while. And frankly, after 4 weeks, I kind of get, I'm ready to move on to a new project. And then on Monday, May 18th on my channel, if someone could please post the link to my channel, I'm going to do zipper flowers. We talked about that a week or so ago, and Carol sent all of us some zippers. So we're going to be doing some zipper flowers. That's on Monday, May 18th, 11 o'clock a.m. on my channel. Okay? That's on my channel. And then on Monday, May 25th, oh, wait a minute. Let me see if the links have been put. Hold on, guys. Okay. Thank you, Janny. On Monday, May 25th, on my channel, the link is in the chat. We're going to be doing Father's Day and graduation cards. Okay? Father's Day and graduation cards. So let me go over that again. Monday, May the 11th, on my channel. These will all be on my channel. I'm on the Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo channel the first Monday of every month. So the dates I'm giving you now are for my channel, which you see there in the chat. So Monday, May the 11th, we're going to finish the Urban Market mini album. The Urban Market is by Teresa Collins. Monday, May 18th, we're going to do Zipper Flowers. And Monday, May 25th, we're going to do Father's Day and Graduation Flowers. Okay, so if you have any questions about that, you can contact me on Facebook, or you can email me. I had here's my email address, and I had a sheet that had my Ustream show address on it to hold up for the camera, but I don't see it right now, so I apologize for that. But anyway, please contact me if you have any questions, and I'll be glad to answer them. Yeah, it says anyone putting in an order this week and adding a note on the order and sending one to scrapadabadoo@comcast.net will get a free bag of zippers to play along with Ella. You will not be able to buy these zippers until after this week, but will be a free gift. Okay, did y'all hear that? Anyone putting in an order this week and adding a note on the order, key phrase, you must add a note on the order, and sending that order to anyone putting in an order this week and adding a note on the order or sending the note to scrapadabadoo@comcast.net will get a free bag of zippers to play along with Ella on my show, which is Monday, May 18th. You will not be able to buy these zippers until after this week, but this will be a free gift. So you know what? If you want a free gift, put in an order this week, put a note. There's a place there for you to put a little note. Or if you forget to put your note and have a redhead moment like me, you can send an email to scrapadabadoo@comcast.net. So, okay? Don't get me started. What about that? Oh, Wendy loves zippers. Well, I like them too. And, I took that class with Melissa Francis at Scrapbook Expo. And, frankly, I had kind of forgot about them because what I was doing before, they didn't like zippers. But now I like it. I've always liked them, so we're going to do it. Okay, so today we're going to jump right in and get started. And we're going to make some cards. So we're going to make cards using the My Mind's Eye. This is our last project with this paper. It's the My Mind's Eye Jubilee paper. In the bundle comes the 6x6 paper pad. So this is what we're going to use today to make some cards. We're going to make 3 types of cards. We're going to make a Mother's Day card, a thank you card, and I think like just a general card, in general. So in the kit, in the bundle rather, you get these really pretty acrylic pieces in the bundle. Okay. Oh, good, friend. I'm glad you like this paper line. Yeah. I tried to do a lot of different things with it. We did the frame, which was more like home decor mixed media. We did 2 one-page layouts, and now we're going to do the cards. So in the bundle, you get this pack of My Mind's Eye transparent frames, and there's 5 of them in there, and we're going to use 3 of them today. So that's what they look like. Okay. So this is an extra. This is part of our frame, from National Scrapbook Day. And so this was an extra one that I had because I like to do a test run, or a prototype, as it should be called. But I like to do that before I make my projects, just to make sure that what's in my head comes out to the paper, which can be scary at times. So anyway, I did not attach this one to chipboard. I was just trying to see how things were going to lay out. So I thought we would take this color of paper. This is from the paper pad, the 6x6 paper pad. And this is one side, the other side's bicycles. And we're going to use this side today. Because in the paper pad, It's 24 sheets of designer cardstock paper, and you get 2 sheets of every design. So we're going to use this side, and we're going to put this down, and we're going to put this on top. I thought that would be kind of pretty. And I'm thinking about embossing this paper with this embossing folder that's in the store. It's the Tailored Expressions Leafy Vine embossing folder. So I'm thinking about doing that and layering that under here. So that's what we're going to do, okay? So I haven't made these cards before. This is brand new, so I just grouped stuff together to see how it would go. So let me get my embossing machine, my Big Shot rather. That's what I use for embossing. And we'll make our sandwich. Okay, so we're going to we're going to make a 5x7 card. So as you can see, this paper is 6x6, okay? But we're going to cut off this part here and put it down here, and then we'll cover the seam. Excuse me. We'll cover up the seam, all right? So let me cut this to 5x7. Or by 5. We'll get it to 5. Okay, and see, then we can take and put that down there like that, and we can cover that up. And let's cut this to 5. Okay, so we'll put this in here. Now, this folder is not 5 inches wide. It is 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7/8. This folder is 4 7/8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to center it as best, because I'm just going to eyeball it to center it. All right, and then we'll make our sandwich. You will get a better impression if you have a flat plate on the bottom. Unfortunately, someone didn't listen to me when I said bottom plate only. Do not face the die down. It's okay. For the most part, it's flat. You'll get a better impression if it's flat versus if it's bowed. I don't know if you can see that, but this is bowed. Okay. So we'll make our sandwich. And we'll run it through. Oops. Wake up, Ella. I'm not quite awake today. I'm having too much fun. We have to, if you have this platform, you need to open tabs 1 and 2. Okay. There you go. Okay. So let's put this to the side. Oh no, we have to emboss that other piece. Getting ahead of myself. Okay, so let's see how that did. Oh, it turned out really pretty. Look. Isn't that pretty? And you know what? It has cracked a little bit, but I like that. I think that's really, what do you mean sound effects? What do you mean, Pam? What do you mean by sound effects? Oh, that I give you sound effects? Well, yeah, you know. There's no telling what you might hear me singing. But anyway, this is that folder. So it turned out really pretty. And I like that it's cracked a little bit. I think that's really pretty. Okay, so now we got to find that other piece. And we need to emboss that. because we're going to put that at the bottom. Because the paper pad is 6 by 6 and we're making a 5 by 5 card. Oh, Wendy says she'll cut your hands off if you get another embossing folder. Oh, well, I have a little basket full of them myself, so as long as Wendy doesn't live next door to you, it's okay. You can get as many as you want. Okay. So we'll set that there. Okay, so let's put our folder, and the link was in the chat, but she does, Alice, she can hop over on the hovercraft. Oh, well, don't tell her you got it. Okay, so let's see. I think we'll use a little bit of the antique linen. I think that's what I've been using with this collection, because we don't, you know, we just want a little bit of color on the edge to frame it and to cover up that white core. Okay, and then I want to look here and see if I was able to no, but I don't think it's going to matter. Okay. Okay. So let's put this down. Okay. So did everyone have fun Saturday? And then yesterday on Ashley's show, when she showed the fuse tool by We Are Memory Keepers. Now I'm going to leave a little gap there, but I'm going to fill that in. Okay. So let's see. We have that. Oh, Carol says she considers her body a hovercraft. She hovers in rooms with a blank stare because she forgets what she went into before. Well, you know, I think we all do that. Okay, so there's what it will look like, and I think I am going to put something down there to cover that up, but I think it's kind of pretty. So let me find something that I like to go down there. Let me get my scraps and see if there's something in there. Ribbon would look nice across there. The ribbon that I have is white, and I'm not sure that I want to use that. So I want to see first if I have some paper. But thank you, Janny. Oh, I know what I can put there. Never mind. Here I am. I just had a, let's see. I'm looking in the scraps, guys, because I got a ton of them over here. Okay, this is the Martha Stewart Eyelet Lace Punch. So I'm just going to, let's see, I don't want it to compete too much. No, you won't see it. All right, I have this ribbon here, but you can see through that ribbon. And the red doesn't go. Okay. Let me try this. I like this. This is off the strip. You could put a line of Wink of Stella in there. That's true. But I just want to try this for a second. This is off the zip strip, brand strip of one of the pages. Okay. I like that, but I do want to see. This is the glitter gold Wink of Stella pen. So let's see if I can get that in there and see how that does. It has a real fine tip. Can you see that? So just be careful when you Now I'm not reading the chat because I need to be careful when I'm doing this. I wish y'all could smell my house. I'm cooking a pot roast for dinner tonight. And I got carrots and onions and garlic in there. Yum, yum. Okay. That's the Wink of Stella. So we thank Miss Carol for that tip and suggestion. But you know, my favorite one is the clear one. So I'm going to go through here and I'm just randomly going to pick something up to put the Wink of Stella on. There's no rhyme or reason. This is a great way to embellish your cards without adding any bulk. So what I'm doing is I'm just hitting these raised dots here and there, and in some of the vines and the curly cues. And this dries very, very fast. Okay, Gwen. Gwen, you can't chat on your iPad? I can chat on my iPad. I just don't, I can't do any private messages or links. But we'll see you tomorrow. Yes, if you're not sure about the Wink Stella, that's a great idea, Janny, to start with the clear one. And I'll hold this up in just a second and let you see um, how it looks. Okay. Oop, I missed one there. Okay, so let me hold that up. You see the shimmer right here? If you look on these little flowers, you see the shimmer there? Let's see if I put it on autofocus, if it'll show it better. You see the shimmer? The shimmer is right here on the little dots and on this flower and the little swirlies there. No, you can't chat, I don't think, from Facebook. Yeah, I wish they were refillable too. So that's good. So now what I was thinking was we could lay this on top, and then we can put her, we can pop her up right there. Okay? I think it's kind of pretty. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue dots behind here because I don't want anything showing. So I have to get my glue dots there right behind me. Hold on. Uh-oh. Hi, Barry tonight. So let me put this away. Okay, so I'm just going to take some oops, got stuck on my scissors. Now I'm not going to, oh, that one's too fat. I'm not going to cover every dot. You don't need to cover every dot. Okay, so the glue dots I wanted, I can't find, but these work just as well. You just want to put enough on there to hold it down on the card. I just don't think it's necessary to put it on every dot. Yeah, Carol says, we need to have recordings for during shows saying on our telephones, if you have reached this message during daylight hours, then I'm watching a craft show and will not be interrupted. Ah, as I tell my family, if you're not bleeding and in the emergency room, don't call me. Okay, so for right now, I think that'll be plenty to hold it. So I'm just going to lay that right there for now. And you can still see the shimmer behind it. And then I'm going to put this about right there. So I like that. I think that's pretty. So I want to pick this up. Okay. Okay. And then this, I'm going to just pop up a little bit. After the show today, I need to clean my scissors. They got kind of messy working on my project last week. But anyway, Saturday was a lot of fun, and Sunday. And I think the prizes that were given out were so appropriate and just perfect. You know, like the people on my show got the supplies to make my project. People that were for Sandra's 2 hours got the stuff to make Sandra's project, and Gwen the stuff to make Gwen's, and Ashley's. So I'm pretty sure that's the way it went. But it was a lot of fun. It really was a lot of fun. Oh boy, all my tools are kind of gunky. When I get in the craft mode, I just don't realize sometimes how messy my tools are until, you know, they don't tend to be working properly. And then I'm like, oh my God, my tweezers are full of glue and gunk and yuck. So, okay, let's get it out of the way. And just for grins and giggles, let's bring it up. And if it's a dud, then we'll go on to something else. Did anyone watch the fight? The Mayweather-Pacquiao fight? I can tell you I didn't. We almost did. Not that we follow the fights. Okay, so we're going to put Our Lady right here. But we thought my husband thought it might be interesting to watch that one. But then when it was $100 on pay-per-view, we were like, my husband was like, you know what? I'd rather spend my $100 on something else. So I was like, okay, well, you know, it's your call, whatever you'd like to do. So we didn't watch it, and now we're glad we didn't pay the $100. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. So this could be, I'm not finished with the card, but I just want to say that this could be a card for anything. This could be a perfect Mother's Day card. You could write a beautiful sentiment in here. I printed out on my computer using different fonts. I printed out Happy Mother's Day. So I'll show you what should I choose to use this for my mother, for her Mother's Day card. Now, if you guys hear noise in the background, my neighbor is having some work done in his backyard, and it's in the low 60s here today, so I have the windows open because I cannot stand to be in the house without the windows open. Even in the dead of winter, it's just a struggle for me, but you know, I manage when it's very cold outside. But I just have to have the fresh air going. So I'm distressing this with some antique linen. And I'll show you how I would do this if I was going to use it as a Mother's Day card. You could put it here, you know, you don't need to show that down there. You could put it here. Okay, let me hold it up. Yes, Carolyn, there is a thank you, Carol. There is a stamp in the store for Mother's Day. Um, I I dropped the ball and didn't order it in time for today's show. So you know, sorry about that, guys. I would have loved to have used it, but I had my head in that frame and some other things, and class I'm teaching, I dropped the ball. But you could use it like this. That makes a real pretty card to do it like that. So let's go ahead and lay that down. Well, I may want to use this on use it for an example on the other card. So I'm just going to tack it for right now. Okay. So this is how I would do it. I'd put this here like that. Okay. Yeah, it was very much overpriced, but it was too hypey. A lot of people that I know did go and see it and or watched it were very, very disappointed. Very disappointed. Okay, so that's our first card. So let's go on to our next card. And for this card, we're going to use this stamp that's in the store by Hot Off the Press. Best friends never go out of style. That's the saying that I used for my frame. And this is another one of the acrylic. Thank you, Met Wife. This is another one of the acrylic pieces from the collection, a button. Here are the enamel shapes, and these are the papers I want to use for this card. So for this card, I chose these two papers because I didn't use this on the frame. Heavenly Ma'am says she just needs to look out her window on a Friday night if she wants to see two guys fighting for free. Heavenly Ma'am, that makes me a little concerned about you. Oh, that concerns me about you, Heavenly Ma'am. So I didn't use this paper on the frame, so I thought that would be pretty to use on here. Now this is your standard A2 cards, and we're going to do this card as like for your best friend. So your A2 card, as you know, is, I'll show you, it is 4 1/4. No, I'm sorry, it's, duh, it's 5 1/2 wide and 8 1/2 long. Oh, I'm punchy today. 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. Okay? Yes. Okay. So now let's cut the paper to this. Well, I'm glad you have that on your door, ma'am. Yes, it's half of an 8 1/2 by 11 cardstock. That's how I learned it too. Just go buy, this is what my card teacher told me. Just get 8 1/2 by 11 cardstock. Here's a piece of 8 1/2 by 11 printer paper. So here's the example that my card teacher told me. You get an 8 1/2 by 11 piece of paper, okay? And then you lay it landscape. You go to 5 1/2 because half of 11 is 5 1/2, and you cut it. And then you score that in half, and you have your card. Well, once I learned that, I was good to go. I have a challenge with math. You know, what could I say? Okay, so we're going to cut this at 5 1/2 and see it'll fit perfect on here. 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. And if you get a little nervous when you're first making cards, oh, you can't get 8 1/2 cardstock there. I'm sorry, Sophie. Are you in Canada, Sophie? Or you are across the pond with Heavenly Ma'am? So when you're making your cards, if you are a little nervous with your measurements, you can always just lay your base down and go, oh yeah, I have it right. Because when I first started making cards, for the life of me, I was messing everything up. You know, now I can pretty much do it in my sleep, but um, so I'm going to distress this again with the antique linen. Just to give it a little frame around the page, and mainly to take the white out the page, get rid of the white core. Yeah, Wendy, I hope they get your car fixed pretty soon. I'm glad you and the little munchkin weren't hurt there. Yeah, the odd shape envelopes do cost more. So like if you make a 5.5 by 5.5 square card, which I like to make sometimes, I make sure that I either include them in the package or I hand them to the person, because you know it's ridiculous how much they charge you to mail those. So I have a little overage here, so I'm just going to cut this off. That's what you said. You said that the replacement car they gave you, it's really small. Okay, so let's distress that. Put some more distress ink there. And then the stamp, I'm thinking about stamping it on this color to lay on here. I love this stamp. I really wish it would come in a bigger size, but it's perfect for A2 cards. So okay, I'm going to use I'm going to try out two colors. First, I'm going to try out this Windy Vecchi archival red geranium. I want to see how red it is. If it is too red for that. Now what I do when I first get a stamp, oh, this is good, this is I always like to stamp it on something beside. I like to do a little test run. Look how pretty this is, guys. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I wish that came in a bigger stamp. Here. Can you see that? It's not showing you the detail too well, is it? Look, there you go. Isn't that just beautiful detail? Oh my gosh. So I'm thinking if I put that there, maybe I could find a way. Okay, you know we have this die. This is just a sample I have sitting on my desk. Let me cover up my ink pad. Let me think for a moment. Wonder if I cut the die in this. Okay, I got my creative juice going here a minute. Hold on just a second. I'm looking for, I thought I had them out here. Oh, here they are. I'm looking for these dies from Spellbinders. They have, I don't think it's this brand in the store. I'm not real sure, but I know that they have these. Carol can tell you, Carol or Janny. I know they have the scallop, and I think it is the Spellbinders. Okay, so I'm going to use this one, which is, I think, the 3-inch one. So let me get my Big Shot back. Yes, thank you, Carol. It's the Spellbinder Scallop Circle Grand Nestabilities. That's the one I'm using. So when you use these, now guys, you know what? I still get mixed up sometimes. Let me zoom out a little bit. I love my dies and I love my Big Shot, but I sometimes still get confused as to which tab to pull up. And even though, and so I always have to look, you know, it's written there for us. Like here's the embossing, you'd pull up 1 and 2. Okay. And then this and this and this. So it tells you on there. So don't think that, you know, people like me, because I am doing this, that I don't have to look. I do have to look. I do have to look. Okay. So this is how you do. You put your paper and then your die face down. So I'm going to reverse this and put my flat plate on top because I don't want it to get messed up. Yeah, the packaging is different on mine, but the dies are the exact same. The packaging is different, but the dies, I'll show you the one that's in the store. Just a second. Hold on just a second. It's the Spellbinders. Here. These are the ones that's in the store. Can you guys see that? It's the Spellbinder Scallop Circle Grand Nestabilities. Okay? So that's what it looks like in the store. The packaging on mine is a little different. Well, it is different. Okay, so let me turn it around. And when you hear that crunching, don't worry, it's okay. It's perfectly fine. Don't let it freak you out. And there's your scallop. Okay? Especially when you get new plates, that cracking will make you think, oh my gosh, what's going on? So I'm thinking we could put this there and then we just stamp this right on here. But I don't know if the red would be as pretty on there. Well, it's one way to find out, huh? I am standing up right now just for a second to get, if y'all see anything that looks unusual. Yes, I am standing up. I don't know. I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty on the red. What are you guys saying? Those streams are, they do go on sale in the United States, though. I don't know where, MetWife, where you are, but where I live, you can use coupons, and they do go on sale here. So, well, yeah, but you do have to, you do need to buy the dies, but this die set here that I have, I'll use over and over and over and over and over and over again. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about the new one. This one's a couple years old. I got it during an event we have here in Southern California every year, and I got it for under $100. So, but that, she only offers that once a year. But I love them. And my stores let you use a coupon. So I'm distressing this with antique linen. And another thing to keep in mind, guys, is when you get a die, no matter who it's by or anything like that, you know, at first you may not know what you are going to be using the die a lot for. You may be buying it just for a particular project. But as you get more experienced and comfortable in your crafting, you'll know what your style is. And, oh, you mean the Spellbinders machine? Oh, yeah. Sorry, Carol. Yeah, I don't know anything about that one. You'll get more comfortable in your crafting. You'll know what dies you'll have a tendency to use over and over. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this with the red geranium archival ink. Yes, if you can get the big shot for under $100, you need to get it, because they're usually much more than that. Oh, you know, I love it when a detailed stamp stamps the detail that's in the stamp. A lot of them, you can see all the detail in this stamp, right? Well, I've bought stamps that were detailed like that, and you didn't get that detail when you stamp. But look at the beautiful detail on this stamp. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Oh my God. I love it. Okay. So this stamp also, let me clean this. Looking for the baby wipes. Oh, okay. They're right here. This stamp also comes with a little butterfly and a flower. And this stamp is another stamp that's very versatile. And let me tell you something. Guess how much this stamp is? Just take a wild guess. Don't cheat and go look in the store. Just take a wild guess how much you think this stamp is. This stamp is 2.5 by 3.5, I think. 2 by 3. So just take a wild guess. Oh, shabby. I love my Cricut. This stamp is 2 3/4 long by, let's just say comfortably, 1 1/4. Okay. Guess how much this stamp is? I'll count to 10 and then we'll stop so we can go on. 1. Anybody else want to guess before I tell you how much it is? Carol, do you know off the top of your head how much it is? It's $1.99. Very, very nice to you. Did you go cheat and look in the store? It's $1.99. Can you believe that? This is such such a versatile stamp. Yeah, it says best friends, but you could use it for Mother's Day. You could use it for anything to do with a woman, anything. You know, you could use it for, oh my God, it's limitless. It's a cute tag. It's perfect size for a mini album. It's There's so much. This stamp. This is a stamp you will see me use again and again. I just love this stamp. I just love it. I was beyond shocked when I saw it was only $1.99. And you know, I use baby wipes to clean my stamps. I use the cheap ones because you don't want the ones that are expensive that have a lot of lanolin in them. So using the cheap ones is the key. Okay. So I'm gonna put my little lady back. And I'm gonna get out the little butterfly. So I got this little baby butterfly, and he's so cute. And I want to see, oh gosh, guys, excuse me. I want to see how this fern green archival ink looks on this paper. I think the black will show up better. Okay, it's pretty. It's not bad. See, that's fern green. Let's use fern green. Yes, Cindy, you do have to go shopping for that stamp. And by the way, y'all, you guys, y'all, by the way, y'all, my southern accent's coming out. By the way, y'all, Carol must have been a big part of her day yesterday because I went into the store to look at products for my future projects, and she has a sale. Her and Barry have a sale going on like you can't believe. So go check that out. So I like the little butterfly there. Isn't he just darling? Oh my gosh, I do like butterflies. Okay, so where's my other little? And then it comes with this little flower down there. Isn't that cute? Who makes it? It's by Hot Off the Press, but it's under miscellaneous stamps. It's under miscellaneous stamps. I mean, for $1.99, and then the postage that Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo charges you, you can't go nowhere and buy this stamp any cheaper. If you have to leave your house to buy it from anybody else but Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo, you're going to waste more than that in gas. So just go to Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo and buy your stamp. There you go, Carol. That's my announcement for you today. Okay. So now I'm going to do this little flower. I'm going to do this little flower in black. And the black I'm using is the Ranger Archival black. It's just jet black. And I like to use archival ink on most of my things because I don't have to worry about them. Thank you, Carol. Well, I mean, it's true, right? This stamp is $1.99. Now, let's just think about it. The gas has not been $1.99 in the continental United States. I don't know the last time. So if you have to leave your house to buy this stamp from anybody else, it's going to cost you more than $1.99. Oh, gosh. But anyway, getting back to, I like to use the archival ink when I'm stamping, unless I'm going to emboss. But I've used it for that too. But I like it because I don't have to worry about anything happening or interacting with it. Okay? So I'm going to put this little flower over here. Oh my gosh, isn't it gorgeous? Okay, and then I'm going to also put one, I'm going to turn my, see, my lady was like this. Okay, let me zoom you guys in so you can see what I'm doing, what I'm talking about. My lady is facing me, right? Now, and I put the stamp there. Now I'm going to turn my lady away from me, and I'm going to put it here. Okay, and now she's framed down there, and she has a little butterfly. Okay. So let's put that away. So now what I want to do, where's my scrap sheet paper? Okay, here's my scrap. Do I have any codes? Codes for what, my friend? Okay, so here's my scrap where I stamped in the fern. And here's my clear green Winkostella. I want to see how that's going to look on here. Oh, I don't think it's going to look good. No, never mind. Ooh, I don't like that. Okay. I'm going to use my clear Winkostella. And I'm going to go in and put the bling, put the clear Winkostella on the flower. And see, because I use the archival ink, it's not bleeding. So that's another reason I like to use the archival ink. Now I want to take some bling, of course. Of course. I have some little pearls here. Coupons? No, honey, we don't have any coupons. The prices are already pretty low in the store. Oh, these are the little pearls I want. These little seed pearls. What's up, Met Wife? You mean this little yellow square tool? I think she's talking about this, Carol. Ah. Are you talking about this, Met Wife? Are you talking about the perfect trim, Met Wife? This right here that you see a lot of us. No, friend, I haven't gone through my Winkostella. I'm still on my first one. But I'm going to buy another one to have as a backup because I'll go into serious withdrawal if I go to craft and I don't have it. So, Met Wife, is this what you're talking about that you see us use to cut our score tape and trim our corners? The perfect trim tool? Carol just put the link up. Okay. So I want to use these little seed pearls. And what I do is I cut in between them because they're glued together with one continuous strip, which is nice if that's what you want, but that's not what I want. So I'm going to put one right here at her waist. And then we'll put one right up here on her shoulder. See there? There you go. See that? One at her waist and one at her shoulder. Clear. Start off with the clear. Yes. And then I'm going to put some little bling on the flowers and the butterfly. And these are in the store. They're by Darice. think I'm pronouncing that right. Oops. Okay, I'm just pulling the bling off here. Now, you can also, and we'll be doing this later, not in today's show, but you can also take your alcohol markers and color your clear bling to match whatever project you're working on. You know, your so there. See how that looks? Yeah, clear stick-on gemstones. Thanks, Carol. There you go. So do you see the wink of Stella in that butterfly? And in the shoulder, right here, and on her waist, in the flowers. You see that when I look at that? Isn't that just gorgeous? You see that, Heavenly Ma'am? Ma'am and I have an addiction to wink of Stella. We're making cards, BG. We're making cards. So now I want to see, I have some satin ribbon here. And I thought it would be fun to see, to use our Empress Gold Bloom Spray. This is what I used on the project for National Scrapbook Day. So you want to take this blue piece off. That keeps it from spraying. Did you see it, ma'am, when I held it up? And you want to shake this until you hear that little ball wiggling around in there. That's pretty, huh, ma'am? So this gives a pretty wide spray, so I'm just going to lay this down here so it doesn't get on my computer stuff. And my bottle's brand new, so it's going to take a while. There you go, for the spray to come up. All right, and let's just clean up with this. Okay, let's do a little more. So you guys saw Sandra do this on her show. It's a trick that we've all kind of adopted. When you take any kind of class using any kind of spray and they do the ribbon, they show you this. And so it just really helps to get the color from your spray onto your ribbon. And another trick is to leave this, just bunch this up like this and set it aside and let it dry by itself. And then it's really crinkly and pretty when you go to put it on your card. So I think I might do that. I might just leave it there while we work on our next card. Then we'll come back and finish this card. It's 12:20, so we have plenty of time. So one thing about the bloom is, look, I took a baby wipe and it came off my hands with no problems. It came off my fingernails. Now I do have gel nails and not much sticks to them, but it comes off real easy. Okay. So I'm going to stick this over here, lay this over here, and let that dry, and then we'll come back to this card. All right. And see, it did spray over a little bit, but it wipes up real easy with the baby wipe. And then when you're through using your spray, you put this little cap back on here, like so, and now you can't spray. So if you spill it, it doesn't, you know, go everywhere. And some people keep them in here like this. I don't know that I'll keep mine in here, but for now it's in there because I have room in my scrapbook room. I can set them out. Okay. That's card number 2. Let's go to card number 3. Card number 3 is going to be a thank you card. Make sure this is dry. So are there any questions so far about any of the product, any of the techniques, or anything like that? Okay, so let me just straighten up here a little bit. Okay, Carol. And I'm going to save this little guy because I might be able to use that somewhere. Okay. So our next card is going to be like a little thank you card. And this is the opposite side of one of the papers we used earlier. It has the little bicycles on it. And again, this is one of the little frames from the bundle. This is one of the little transparency frames that came in the bundle. Okay, so let's go back out. Okay, and these little buttons were, there was a pack of these little buttons. And then this Hero Arts Poly Clear stamp set is in the store. Jenny, could you find the link for this, please? It's the Hero Arts Poly Clear stamp set. It's the thank you. And then I'm going to see if these work. These are the He Said, She Said, Teresa Collins enamel dots. Okay. So again, we're going to do an A2 card, which is the 4.5 by 5 and a 4 1/4 by 5.5. Sorry, guys. 4 1/4. Thank you, Janny. Okay, so there's the link, you guys, for the Hero Arts Thanks a Bunch clear stamps. This is here. So 4 1/4 by 5.5. So let's just stress this. Were there more stamps for $1.99? I don't think so. I don't think there were. Not listed. I didn't see them if they were. Miss Carol would be the one that would know that much better than me. Now, what I'm going to do is, or what I thought I would do, yeah. I like when my cards have a little texture. Oh, you want me to turn up the volume? Ma'am, do you need me to turn up the volume? Oh, okay, Jenny, thanks. I'm going to emboss this card with the dot embossing folder. Now, this is not the dot embossing folder that they have in the store, but there is one in the store. Carol, what's the dot embossing folder that you guys have in the store? This is another embossing folder that I use a lot. It really adds a lot to your project. I'm sorry to hear her puppy died. Oh, see, guys, I was reading the chat, wasn't paying attention. You gotta lift it up, Ella. Okay, I'm sorry to hear. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Janny. The dot embossing folder that's in the store, you'll see the link there. It's the Darris dot background embossing folder. Mine's just a different brand, but they do have that one in the store. And this is another great embossing folder to have for your mini albums and your cards. But it's really good for your cards because it just gives you so much added texture. And it's stinking cute. You see that? It really adds a lot to your cards. Okay, Sophie, thanks for stopping by. Maybe you can catch Gwen tomorrow. She's on her channel at the same time, 1 o'clock Pacific time. I mean, 11 o'clock Pacific. Don't listen to me. Carol, could you say what time Gwen's on tomorrow? Because I always get it messed up. I'm going to make myself a little sign so when I'm encouraging you guys to go to someone else's show, I can just put it down. Oh, let me take that autofocus off. Woo, mercy. Oh, okay. Carol's leaving? No, Sophie's leaving. Okay. Yeah, she's on it. That's what I thought. Okay. Gwen is on tomorrow. Thank you, Janny, at 10 o'clock Pacific time. And so make sure you drop by and check out her project. So I was thinking putting this here. Oh, and this is too big for here. Rats. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Sophie. I'm so glad you dropped by. Look at this. Isn't this pretty? You are my sparkle. Wouldn't that be so sweet to give to someone like your honey? It's not real feminine. Here's the other one, Shine. This one's too big for what we're doing. I had another one out here. Oh, here's the doily one. That's too busy. I really wanted to use this. But I don't want to cut it up because I might be able to use it on a 5x7 card. Okay, I'm just going to lay that there and think about it for a minute. So this is a thank you card. And I think these little bicycles are so cute. They're really, really cute. Oops. Yeah, I put them in right. So we have some other chipboard pieces too left over from the collection. We have this real pretty flower. We have Celebrate. That would be cute. Oh, that would be cute. We have these little things here. Oh, the Friends one is out of stock. Oh, my little cute baby friends. This one? This one's out of stock. Okay. So we have these. And I had another little bag of goodies. Hold on, guys. I'm just looking for something that I thought I had set aside. Well, we have these too. I want to put this up before it gets scratched. Okay, Carol says that she has more on order. They'll be in next week of this one here. Okay. I'm just looking for one other thing, guys. Interesting. I had this little packet that okay, guys, hold on just a second. Y'all keep shopping. I'm just looking for something that Swanee, I set out here on my desk. Rats. Oh, there it is. I found it. I found it. Okay, I was playing around and I had this little guy and I just thought it was kind of cute. I may not like it once I get it up here because I like this button, but the button might be too much with that. I like these little green hearts. I think they're so sweet. Okay, so we have this little cute frame that's left over from the chipboard embellishments, right? We have a lot. Actually, there was something in here. Oh, this was in here like this, see? When you get the chipboard, it's like that. So you could use that if you wanted to. However, I don't like the stripes, so I'm not going to use that. You just punch this part out. Okay? And then you have this little tag. This is what I cut off to make the border. Then you also have this little piece. So, okay, you have this little ampersand. All right. So let's open this and see about our stamps. Now I'm going to cut mine apart and I'll show you why. Because say if I wanted to use this piece here, I could put this here and see if it works. See, like that says many thanks, and that would look cute there, right? This says thanks a bunch. See, so I can test it out before I stamp it. So you know what? I think I'm going to go with thanks a bunch. It does fit. Maybe not. Wait a minute, hold on. No, I'm going to go with many thanks because it goes more in the frame. And I'm going to stamp it right on here. This is a great set. This is a great, great set. I mean, you get a lot of different fonts. You get a lot of different thanks. Generic, they can be for male and or female. A young adult, even a child, you know. I mean, this you could do for anybody, but even for a kid, you know, wouldn't that be nice? Thanks, appreciate you. For teacher, you know, this is National Teacher Appreciation Week in the United States. So that would be if your child gives things to their teachers. This would be a great stamp for that. I appreciate you. This is a stamp that I really like this stamp. So this is a stamp that should be in your stash because you can use it for so many different things. Okay. So I'm going to use the black. Oh, you used to put little stamp notes in your boys' lunch bags? Look at that. Isn't that sweet? Well, I have to tell you guys a story. My husband used to travel a lot. A lot. The year before he retired from the Navy, which was, he retired in 04, but in 03 and 02, he traveled a lot. And then the first year of his new job, he traveled a lot. Well, I used to put little notes in his suit, in his little bag, right? His carry-on bag. And one time, life got in the way, and I did not put a note in his bag. And I put little goodies in there and everything. And I didn't put a note in his bag. And he called me later and he said, something's missing out of my bag. And I'm like, oh my God, what is it? And he said, my note. You didn't put anything in my bag. Oh man, I felt really bad. So I didn't get a really clear impression there. just because of the nature of the stamp. So I'm going to take my fine tip zig and go in a little bit and just lightly touch it and darken it up. Just right there on those letters, not on all of them. Because I kind of like, you know, that it's kind of grungy a little bit. Or shabby. I like the word shabby better. Okay. So isn't that, so we'll put that there, and then I think we could put this here, and let's get our Wink of Stella. Uh-oh, what'd I do with my clear one? Oh no. Oh no, where's my Wink of Stella hiding? Ma'am came and took my Wink of Stella. Ma'am has my Wink of Stella. Yes, he missed his note. Yes, he did. Oh, I found it, ma'am. He did. He didn't like it either. So I'm going to color my rose here with my Wink of Stella. It just adds so much to your card. It really, really does. And then I'm going to go in here and I'm going to color my little flowers on the bicycle and my little hearts. And these little flowers here. And this little bow. Okay. No, I found it. I found it. I thought ma'am had come over here and took my clear Wink of Stella. You know, she's a hoarder when it comes to the Wink of Stella pens. She and I were talking this morning and we both agreed we could not craft without the Wink of Stella. We just would not be able to do it. I'm also thinking some I wonder how cute this. No, I don't like that. I think I'll use this ribbon. Let's see. I don't know which one I'll use. I had this one and this one. Where's my little sentiment? Here's my sentiment. I'm going to give this a little brush of ink. Yes, ma'am, you tell them. It's a vital piece of equipment. We cannot do it without our Wink of Stella. So I'm going to put that there, and I want to put this here. I think I'm going to add a piece of ribbon down here. Okay. Now this is something I like to do. I think it's so, I like to put the ribbon inside the card. And most of you know, I hope you do know, that you should have a pair of ribbon/fabric scissors, and you should have a pair of paper scissors. Paper will dull. Paper scissors will make this ravel more than this little bit right here. And what I'm going to do is I'll put some Scotch Quick Dry on that when I finish tying the knot, the bow. But if you cut paper with your fabric scissors or ribbon scissors, it will dull them like that. So always try to have two separate pair and keep them away from one another. As you saw, I set mine way back here. Okay, so I don't grab them to work with the paper. Now this ribbon is in the store. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to use it here because I like it. If not, I'm going to use the twine. So let's, okay, let's test it out and see which one we like the best. Oh, this is cute, guys. I like the red hemp because of the bicycle. And this is also in the store. Okay, so I need to tie it this way. Perfect. There you go. That's what I wanted. I wanted the bow to go that way. So see, all I did was, yeah, me too, ma'am. But mine have this little thing. So I always make sure I keep them in this little pouch. I just ran the ribbon through here, okay, instead of under the cardstock. And then what you can do to really give it a little special neat effect is just unravel this. So you just untwist it with your fingers like so. So guys, we're getting close to the end, and I don't want to go over today. I have something that we need to be finished by 1 o'clock. So on Friday, I am going to give away the National Scrapbook Day project, this right here. I'm going to give this away on my show Friday. It's going to be on the Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo Crafts Ustream show at 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific time this coming Friday. Okay? So I'm going to give this away on that show. And on that show, I'm going to show this technique because my show did not record on National Scrapbook Day. Okay, it's Twisted Burlap String Bittersweet. Do you see it, Janny? Carol's got it there. Thanks, Carol. So I just take it like this, and I just unravel it, and then I just cut it a little shorter because you don't want it to look too messy. You know, you want it to be kind of cute. Oh, almost cut my thing off. And then this here, I'm not going to pop this up because it already has dimension. Okay. I'm going to lay that there. And I don't want to cover up this cute little bicycle with the flowers and the coming out. So let me see. Well, maybe I'll cover up this one. And I'll leave this one open. I mean, I'll leave this one so you can see. Yes, vintage. Oh, this I'm using antique linen. Yeah. This is antique linen that I've used in this collection. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. I was trying to get this off. Okay, and then, of course, you know what's next. Now I'm going to take these little green hearts. Well, first I'm going to take this little red. This is in the bundle, the chipboard that comes in the bundle. No, it didn't, Fran. Mine didn't record. There was a glitch. And I'm going to put this like right here. And yes, I'm going to use my Wink of Stella to bling that up a little bit. And then I'm going to take my, can you guys see me? I'm sorry. Take my pretties and we'll put one here. Oops. Stuck to my finger. I got glue on my fingers. Oh, keep sticking to my finger. Good grief. I think I put a bigger one there. I'll put the little one here. Now today we didn't use any dies. We did do some stamping. In the future card class, we're going to be using some dies. So watch my blog for that and Facebook. Because I'll put on there the dies that I am thinking of using. And then we have these little sweet enamel shapes that came with the Jubilee. She must not have turned her recording off. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh. This is what I think is kind of cute too. Put this little bow here. And so isn't that sweet right there? And then on the inside of your card, you know, it's always something kind of nice. It's always nice to have a little something on the inside of your card. So you could put a little bow there. So this is what these cards we made today, I would call your basic card. You know, they're very good for knocking cards out fast. You know, they don't take very long. Let me get the other one, because this should be dry by now. Oh, yeah. Let me just, do I have time? Yeah, I got time. Let me quickly get the heat gun and dry this up. See how crunchy that is? Okay, here comes the heat gun. Okay, I think it's dry enough. So you can see how crunchy it is. I just let it dry mostly by itself. I crunched it up real tight like this and let it dry by itself. And it's practically dry right now. So, where's my... oh, here it is. Okay. So I think it's a little dark for this. But I'll save this because I can use this for something else. Okay. So what I'm going to do for this card is I'm going to use this ribbon. I think I'm going to use this ribbon. And when I make my bows, I usually do rabbit ear bows. And rabbit ear bows are, some children are taught to tie their shoes like this. I don't remember if I was or not. You just do 2 little ears like that. And then you tuck this one. This ribbon's slippery, so it might be a little hard to do like that. Like so. I'm concentrating, guys. Concentrating. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down first. Let's put this down. So thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with me today. And well, not hanging out with me, but yeah, hanging out with me. But thank you for stopping by. We all have, you know, things in our life that get in the way of our crafting. But it's so much fun to come together, especially on a Monday, and do things. So next Monday on my channel, we'll finish up the Teresa Collins Urban Market mini album. Thanks, Matt Wife. Thank you. Now, I'm not going to press this down yet because I'm not sure. So I didn't plan this ahead of time, but I like it. So what we're going to do is, I like the size of this bow. And all of this ribbon I used today, practically everything I used today is in the store. Okay, scrap-a-dab-a-doo. Okay. So it's 1 o'clock, but you get the gist of it. It would go like this. I'll lift this up. I'll show these to you on Friday, and it would go like that. Except this is crooked. Oh, you know what? This would be pretty like this. Oh, yeah. This paper lends itself to either way. Okay. So that you can get the effect, I'll just fold that under. So there's our 3 cards for today. Whoops. I'll have this one finished on Friday. I'm thinking maybe I'll make the bow a little tinier. But I do like the satin ribbon under there. So anyway, those are our 3 cards for today. Oops. I'm trying to zoom in so you guys can see better. There. Thank you. Thank you, Pam. I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. It was a lot of fun. I hope we don't get in trouble for you know what when we played at the beginning of the show. Oh gosh, this is our 5x7 card. And you know what? They have these chipboard pieces. If you want to adhere your um, uh, I put it, they have these chipboard pieces in the store, and that I have the die, so I was able to cut mine out. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Pam and Metwife. But they have the chipboard pieces in the store, and you can cover this with this paper and use your craft knife and or your scissors to to trim the paper away. So this was our Mother's Day card. This is our mini thanks card, or it could be birthday. Thank you, BJ. Thank you, Barry Chenice. This could be really all of these cards could be used for anything, but I particularly like this one for Mother's Day. I think it's very appropriate and very pretty. And I love the bicycles on this. And look at the shimmer on that. Okay, so I will see you guys hopefully Friday for to go over the technique that I used on the National Scrapbook Day project. It'll only be for an hour. I'm not going to stay on very long, but I do want to show this technique. And I'll be giving away this project on that show. And that's 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific time on the Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo channel. Yeah, trace it and cut it out, glue it down, then sand it with the emery board. Perfect, Carol. That's perfect. So that's what Carol's saying she does. She puts this down on her paper like this. Here, put this chipboard piece, glue it to your paper. Make sure it's glued securely, and then, trace it and then cut it out with your scissors. Or you can just cut it out with your scissors or your knife and then use the emery board, like Carol's saying, and get it off. Get the, rough edges off. Okay, guys. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. It was a lot of fun. And I hope you have a good week. Don't forget to stop in if you can and see Gwen tomorrow. She's on at 10 a.m. Pacific time at Crafty Lady. Okay? I'll see you guys later. Bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See y'all later now. You hear? That's what we say in the South. See y'all later. Okay, moms. Oh, thank you, Carol. Thank you. That's the compliment coming from you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, yes, thanks, Janie and Margaret Ann, for helping Carol with the links and everything. Okay, and heavily, ma'am, you better watch that Wink Stella. I just might cross the pond and take it from you. Okay, bye now.